Hi, I'm Tom, and I'm going to introduce you to Cookapp. 13%. That's my personal growth rate. Exactly a year ago, we launched Cookapp here in Buenos Aires. It was June 2013, and I personally weighed 79 kilos. Today, a year afterwards, I weighed 89, close to 90, so that's my growth rate. But I'm not actually happy for that. I'm actually quite happy because 13% is also Cookapp's monthly growth rate on reservations. And we as a team are actually very happy because we found out that there's a problem a bunch of people actually have. And there's people everywhere who are passionate about cooking. They're great hosts, and people you probably know, you yourself, you always wanted to have a little restaurant, wanted to have a coffee shop, you wanted to invite people for dinner or for lunch. And on the other side as well, there's people like we, that the only option we have to go out for dinner or for lunch is restaurants, right? So we said, why not joining these two groups of people and then making a platform in order to connect them? And what we found out is what we didn't only feed all of those people, we also connected them. And we gave the chance for people to actually go to a place, go to the chef house, meet the chef itself, get the receipt, for example, and also interact with other people. So that social factor about Cookapp is what makes it super sticky. And the way we did it is actually pretty simple, pretty straightforward. We just set up a website, we set up a mobile app for iPhone, where with only 3 taps of your finger, you'll be able to actually book a meal and attend it at the chef's house. You probably wonder how we are doing, and we're actually growing pretty fast. So user acquisition is going very well. We have close to 75,000 users. Most of them are actually women. I mean, women are way more proactive on attending social events. But all of them are getting this idea of being able to interact with people whenever they go and eat, something we do every time, twice a day. On the other side, you wonder, who the hell wants to invite people for dinner at their house, right? And we also find out, I mean, it's like knocking the doors of different chefs here initially in Buenos Aires. There's a bunch of them. And they started proactively applying to Cookapp. So we receive in between 8 and 15 chefs applications a day. And this difference of 10%, it's like we have here in Buenos Aires around 850 chefs applications. And today we have 90 chefs in Buenos Aires that serve weekly dinners at their house. And the difference, this 10% ratio, is because we curate those experiences. We do the same thing that Airbnb has been doing for the past 4 years. And what we do is those chefs apply, we filter them, and then we send photographers. And those photographers actually go to the house, they go eat, they have fun with the chefs, they meet the chefs' friends as well, and they fill a little form saying, hey, this experience was awesome, or this experience wasn't that good. And the fun thing about this is that with a constant growth on chefs, many more people started booking these events, and they all sold out. And what makes it actually very good is that this is super sticky for people because these social events are actually great, and what we measure with really detail is how those experiences went. So imagine you already downloaded the app, and you book an event for tomorrow, so the day afterwards, at 10 a.m. in the morning, you will receive an email asking you, hey, how that experience went. And of course, you'll give a rating. And what we found out is that more than 98% of the people would recommend that experience to a friend. Not only that, we have an average review rate of 4.52. And that's awesome. Compare it with any Yelp review, and that's actually super high. Our business model is pretty straightforward. Suppose we have an average ticket price in between 50 and 60 bucks, and we get 20%, so we make $10 a meal. It's pretty easy. The team, we all have experience on consumer web startups. 5 of us met at Pechuvano, where we learned pretty well, I mean, it's like how to expand different companies and the do's and don'ts of consumer web startups. And we have a team with operations and marketing over here in Buenos Aires, in New York, and in San Francisco. And our plans are to actually grow this team and expand in different cities in the United States. So we hope that for the end of 2014, we're going to be on 7 different cities in the United States. So we finished our seed round, and we're raising the money mostly to focus on product. So we want to build a chef platform that is actually way more easy for the chefs to actually go and submit their applications and actually start cooking, and for them to communicate with the users way easier as well. And of course, to keep on growing internationally, acquiring users, and of course, expand our operations. Thank you very much. I'm Tom, and I'll be glad to talk to you later. Thank you.